Throughout modern history, glass bottles, plastic soda bottles, steel cans, and aluminum cans have been prized by salvagers everywhere. In dumps around the world, people comb refuse for recyclable treasures. In the United States, where most of these recyclable containers are used only once and thrown away, garbage disposal is a full-blown crisis. Too much garbage and no place to put it. The garbage glut of the 80s was symbolized by the infamous garbage barge and the garbage mountain that is being built on Staten Island. Beverage containers and newspaper were the first targets of community-wide attempts to impact the garbage crisis. Many labor-intensive collection and sorting methods have been tried. In the 1990s, commingled collection of cans and bottles is the choice of residents and collection services. Now, an industrial innovation in the technology of sorting commingled cans and bottles makes the sorting easy. The innovation is called ASTEC and is being introduced by Carl W. Schmidt and Associates of Denver, Colorado.
Hello. Most of you viewing this video know me or know my company. My name is Carl Schmidt. Some people call me the crazy crowd from Denver. And you know why. Our company is the nation's leader in design, manufacturing, and installation of systems for the recycling industry. Today I want to introduce to you another proven product which will revolutionize the industry. Carl W. Schmidt and Associates is proud to present to you today ASTEC. ASTEC stands for Automatic Sorting Technology. This system automatically sorts and separates the commingled recyclables. That means we put in the commingled and we come out with streams of glass, aluminum, plastic, and steel. We at Carl W. Schmidt and Associates have purchased the U.S. patent number 4929342. With this U.S. patent, we also have applications in Canada and most European countries for this patent, which are registered. This automatic sorting system will reduce your labor by 66%. What we are trying to do here is prove to you that one person can sort 1 or more tons per hour, and they do not do any more sorting. They only control the quality of the pre-sorted streams. Up till now, there have been many systems in the industry which use the positive picking method. That means you would be picking out each individual item separately. Now, with ASTEC, this work is done and over with.
The commingled recyclable stream comes in from outside on the incline conveyor and drops at this station onto the secondary picking belt. The speed of the incline conveyor is controlled at this station by operators for flexibility of speed depending upon the weather, the product mix that happens to be coming in, or if necessary to stop at that point. The two operators at this picking station pull out any residue or garbage out of the recyclables. It's also a station, if there's a market for film plastics, they would pull the film plastics here into a bin before the rest of the product is processed. The length of that picking station can be elongated if there are other products that need to be picked. The next portion is an overhead electromagnet that pulls out the steel containers. It can be self-cleaning, electromagnet, or it can be a permanent magnet with self-cleaning features. And we have a secondary sorting station where we use a magnetic head pulley to make sure that the steel product is clean and marketable. The product flow continues on the belt to the air classifier. The light fraction, that being the plastic and aluminum, is lifted by suction out of the glass and is discharged from this side of the air classifier and continues on up this conveyor to be further sorted. The glass stays on the belt, the through conveyor belt, and goes on for further picking for colors down that portion of the line. Light materials such as any plastic film that may have gotten in, or labels, or loose paper that is in the stream at that point is picked up and goes through the fan and discharged into a paper house outside the building into a residue container. The air classifier is unique in the industry in that it uses suction to pull the light fraction as opposed to blowing. The technology is derived after many years in the agricultural industry, where the suction is used to pick potatoes from rocks. So it's a well-proven technology and it is patented. The high efficiency of the air classifier is assisted by the belt keeping the product in a fluid motion while the air does its suction job. We have flexibility in our system in that we can make the air classifier discharge left or right or in a straight line in line of flow. When the light fraction has been removed in the air classifier, the glass that's left comes onto the shaker. The shaker drops out the non-pickable broken glass, which then is discharged into a bunker outside, the mixed broken. The glass, as it comes down this line, the green glass is picked positively and goes into a bunker outside. The brown glass is picked at the next station into a bunker, leaving the clear glass, which is more than 50% of the total glass stream, to drop onto the conveyor without positive picking and go into its bunker outside. The main control panel is located here, and it is secondary to the control panel that controls the speed and on-off at the first station. The light fraction materials, that's aluminum and plastic, enter the trommel. The trommel first section drops out any residue of small particles that may not be marketable. And then the next section of the screen drops out the aluminum beverage cans and the cat food containers onto the far side of the conveyor. At that point, quality control picker determines whether there's any paper or residue with it, or if there is any small plastic in that stream that has come through with the aluminum, it is tossed to this side of the conveyor. The large plastic comes out the end of the trommel, and that being PET, which is negative picked and goes into the storage bin, and then high density natural color is hand-picked and high density colored is hand-picked. The efficiency of this system, the ASTEC system, is 1 ton an hour per operator on the whole line. In the aluminum stream, the person that operates there, that's high consciousness of quality, and so we must make sure there are no contaminants in it because it's the highest revenue producer. And each of the other people also have responsibility to keep those contaminants out so we have a clean, marketable product.
At this time, I'd like Don Zimmerman to tell you how the system works at Waste Management in Seattle
This waste management plant is a processing center for recycling. I'm Don Zimmerman, Operations Manager, Recycle America in Seattle. At this processing plant, we recycle mixed recyclables, cans, bottles, and plastic containers. Also mixed newspaper, old newspaper. We are currently doing the North Side contract and surrounding communities for Seattle. We are currently using the ASTEC system. We like the system. The machine processes so much product that one labor shift can do the work of 2 shifts. Since I've been running the ASTEC machine, we've reduced our staff, the labor force, by 50%. The ASTEC machine, since we've been using it here, is one of the most durable pieces of equipment that I've seen in the recycling industry at this time. We've taken it all the way to the max, and we've run it at full capacity for 16 hours a day.
The continual use and reuse of recyclable resources benefits our environment, energy, and values. Recycling helps the earth. Now, Carl W. Schmidt and Associates has the machine that will help more communities recycle more cans and more bottles. ASTEC is the sentinel of a new generation of recycling equipment. Now the sorting work makes sense. The speed and flexibility of the ASTEC system are seen at the bottom line, where only high quality and efficiency can multiply. Carl W. Schmidt and Associates of Denver, Colorado, has proven results to inform you of the power and savings of the ASTEC system.
We at Carl W. Schmidt and Associates are very proud of our installation here in Seattle, Washington. And no matter where your location is, we can custom design one of our commingled sorting systems for your installation. Commingled recyclables is the best method for collecting, and ASTEC is the best method for sorting. At Carl W. Schmidt and Associates, we have a full sales staff and engineering staff to help you design a system to meet your needs.
The objective of the ASTEC sorting system is to give a clean, marketable product with efficiency. In the system, we take the commingled products picked up at curbside and sort it out into different product streams that can then go to market for reuse. The technology behind the air classifier is to use suction like a giant vacuum cleaner to pick up the lighter materials, plastic, aluminum, any stray paper, and as we pick it up out of the glass, it enters into a large chamber and the airflow slows. Therefore, it's dropped back down again. The light materials are dropped onto a cross conveyor, and then they're carried into the sorting trommel, while the glass continues onto its own line.
It has always been a dream to automatically separate and sort commingled recyclables. Carl Schmidt and Associates have done it. We are looking forward to hearing from you to answer all your questions. Thank you for watching our video.